What's going on, everybody? My name is Dave and welcome back after a long wait to the mid-table clash. Now, as you can see by the intro, it is slightly weird. We're doing the call at the start, and that is mainly because for some reason I've been sacked as manager of Swansea City. I'll explain it a bit more later on, but we're doing the call just so the guys can kind of decide what happens for me as a manager, who I'm going on to manage now for the rest of this episode and the rest, obviously, of this series. So I'm going to hand over to them now anyway. Right, so after long discussion, they've decided now that I am going to be the new manager of Leicester. Of Leicester City. So I'm actually playing two of them in this episode now. So I'm going to end the call and let's get it going. What's up, guys? It's Dave and welcome to my channel. Make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Now, watch this. Ugh. So guys, after that quite iffy intro, I was actually sacked as Swansea City manager. Totally unexpected, didn't have a meeting or anything about it, but today, now I'm manager of Leicester City. I've actually got a cup game, which I'm not sure they're going to want me to play, but I also play Palace and West Brom, which are managed by two of the other managers. Now, I haven't done an episode for this series in absolutely ages. If you haven't caught up with it, really, it's where it's a network saver, loads of us guys as manager. I would have given you a long explanation of how I was doing with Swansea, but there's no point now. I have been sacked. You can always check out older episodes if you wish. This is my first. Wow, Leicester did start really well, but they've dipped quite a lot. We're currently 13th as well. But I'm going to jump in, do all the meetings and everything, and we're going to jump into our first game against West Ham. So guys, my first game as Leicester City manager, and this is the team I'm going for. I'm going for a 4-1-2-2-1 or a 4-3-3, and starting Schmeichel in goal, Schlupp, Alvarez, Balanta, Delate, and Danny Simpson across the back, Gökhan in there, Drinkwater, King in midfield, Alvarez, Mahrez, and Vardy up top. On the bench got Schwarzer, Fuchs, Albrighton, Okazaki, Wes Morgan, Kante, and Kramaric. It's a 4-4-1-1 for West Ham. They've got Adrian, Cresswell, Ogbonna, Tompkins, Jenkinson, Moses, Song, Obiang, Valencia, Lanzini, and Saka. Bench of Randolph, Berg, Antonio, Jelavic, Johnson, O'Brien, and Andy Carroll. It's a big game. I think there's going to be 4 games this episode, so we're going to try and zip through this one. This is a cup match as well, by the way, guys. Not too sure, obviously, on the lineup. It's my first kind of impressions as a boss of Leicester City, so let's jump straight into the game. Here's Mahrez with the ball in here. Cleared away. Mahrez picks it back up into Gökhan inlet. Back out to Simpson here. Into King. Bit of room for Mahrez to run into, but King keeps hold of it. Hopefully he just kind of passes it off, which he does. Delayed. Inlet. Balanta. Drinkwater into Jamie Vardy. Good ball to Schlupp on the left-hand side. Good running in for Schlupp, and Mahrez has missed an absolute sitter, and it's gone in. And within 5 minutes, Jamie Vardy's grabbed his 7th of the season. And Jamie Vardy is having a party within 5 minutes along with Dave as a party. That's got to be the new chant for the series, surely. Simpson and Mahrez again. Back out to Simpson. Good ball in. Alvarez back across towards Vardy. He picks it back up and lost out to Cresswell. Sacco. Now here's Song, and West Ham can maybe break. Here's Diafra, Sacco through on goal. Back into Carl Jenkinson. Into Enner Valencia. And there's Victor Moses. And it's 1-1. Good football there from West Ham. We couldn't quite take our chance then. They've gone a very quick breakaway from West Ham and they've made it 1-1. So now we're going into extra time. It's been pretty, I mean, I was going to say even, but it's been quite one-sided. We have had a bit more of the possession and a lot of efforts on goal. We've got to grab one more goal in extra time. Don't really want it to go to penalties, but it's a bit annoying because our fitness is just going to be depleted after this game. It's Adrian with the long ball towards Jenkinson. Didn't really do much with it. Here's Kramaric. Great long ball towards Albrighton. Got the overlap again of Simpson. Doesn't use it. Back into Drinkwater. Loads of room for Schlupp. On the left-hand side. Good ball in towards Jamie Vardy. He's got his second. We're having a party with Jamie Vardy. Bring your vodka and bring your Dave as a party. Leicester City 2. West Ham 1. Get in there. Jamie Vardy grabbing his second now of the game. And second in his first game under the reign of myself as the new Leicester boss. Get in there. As Lanzini's given a warning, it looks like it's going to be full time, and it looks like we're going to get a huge 2-1 victory here. at home in our first game, and we get it in the cup. We're through to the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup, which is huge for us as a club in our first game as well as boss of Leicester City. I think Jeffrey Schlupp ended up getting man of the match. Overall, a huge performance, and we're going to move now on to the next game against, I think it's Joe, manager of Crystal Palace. So guys, second game of my reign as Leicester boss, and second game of the episode. Now we're playing Joe, who's Crystal Palace boss, and he's playing 4-2-3-1. He hasn't had the best of form recently, and we are just one place ahead of him. Now we've just made one change to the team that beat West Ham. Kante has come in for Andy King. Everyone's fitness is really poor. We've got a week to recover after this one, which is good, but it is really poor. We just got to try and get through this game if we can. He's playing McCarthy, Suarez, Vlaar, Dan and Ward. Much and Cabaye as his two central midfielders. Elyounoussi, Chamakh and Balassi, and Wickham up top. His bench is made up of Bamford, Sacco, Mudiganti, Ledley, Ashley Cole, Keane and Speroni. So we're going to jump into this one. Hopefully we can get our first 3 points. There's a chance maybe for Palace here. They've played it over to Suarez on the left-hand side, who's picked a very good ball, and Balassi's missed an absolute sitter there. Joe really should have been 1-0 up there. Huge chance for Yannick Balassi. There's a chance here with Suarez. Elyounoussi puts it into Suarez. Balanza smashes it clear, and Vardy can just about keep it in. We've got no options going forward though. Here's Mahrez. A little ball back in towards Drinkwater. Back out to Simpson. Good football this. Good ball in. Jamie Vardy's beating the goalkeeper. And that's his third in 2 games now. Jamie Vardy's 9th for the season. He scored again. Brilliant way. He's beating the goalkeeper. Cheeky little header. Great football there. And Simpson picked it up originally. And it's a good ball. He's beating the defender. Perfect time to get it as well. Just before half time. And we've taken the lead. Chance here. Cabaye with the ball in. It's found Connor Wickham. And then somehow it's gone in. Is it going to go down as an own goal? And Connor Wickham, I think it's hit off the goalkeeper, then hit off the bar, straight off the corner there. Yohan Cabaye put it in. Wickham, what actually happened? It's come off the bar. It's almost like Schmeichel's parried it back into the net. Should probably go down as an own goal, but Palace have got somehow back into this game. Chance here with Simpson with a throw-in. It's found Dyer coming to the box. Good ball in towards Drinkwater. Here's Mudiganti into towards Bamford here. Delat, oh god, it's a strong challenge. He's going to be sent off here, and it's going to leave us in a bit of a pickle. We're going to go down to 10 men, are we? The referee has sent him off. I think he was a straight red. It wasn't even, was it a second booking? I'm not even too sure. But Delay's going to be banned for that next game. We've got no more changes as well. Which leaves us in a bit of a awkward position. We're going to just drop Gökhan Inler into a centre half, put him as a stopper. It's probably the best we can do at the moment, and hope we can hold on for the last 15 minutes. Here's Joel Ward. To Cabaye into Ward again, to Chamakh. Mudiganti fucks with a really strong challenge as well. Kante clears it up. Bit of a hit and hope to Much. Been a very dirty game. The amount of yellow cards has been there. Mudiganti though. Ball in, and Bakary Sakho scored. So harsh. But Bakary Sakho's tucked it in from a really tight angle. And Palace haven't really been in this game at all. Have come and really 2 chances and 2 goals. Mudiganti, the substitute, played it across the other substitute, Bakary Sakho. And he's tucked it in to make it 2-1 to Palace. Here's Cabaye. Oh, what a finish. Beautiful free kick to put the game to bed. Yohan Cabaye, nothing I can do about that at all. We played well. Fitness, I'm not sending off, has come into it. Not going to be hold us to this too much. It's just annoying as it is to one of the other managers on the network save, but it's a beautiful free kick. Gonna just go overload now with 10 men. I mean, you can see from on the screen anyway, our conditions are appalling. It looks like it's going to be full time here, and we're going to lose this game 3-1. The first league game in charge. Slightly annoying. We do drop down the table a little bit as well. We were unlucky not to get anything out of the game. From 1-0 up, we've bottled it, gone 3-1 down. But next game, hopefully, is J&O. We can come back and get our first 3 points. So now we've got the third game of my episode. We're playing J&O, who is West Bromwich Albion manager, who started off really poorly. in this series, but now he's grown to be probably one of the best teams out of the four of us. He's really reinvested his money that he sold Berahino with very wisely, and he's playing with a 4-1-2-3 formation. He's starting Timo Horn in goal, Chris Brunt at left back, interestingly enough, Gamboa at right back, Olsen and Evans in midfield. In midfield as centre backs rather, with Romero sitting just in front of them, Fletcher and Morrison in the middle, with McLean and Callery on the wings, and Rondon up top. Foster, Dawson, Chester, James, Zarate, Pavon and Lambert make up his bench, and we're playing with this 4-3-3 again. Everyone is fully fit, so hopefully this could be my first real good impressions of this squad. Here's Alvarez, ball in from the corner. Johnny Evans only half cleared as far as Inler and smashed away now. Simpson has got a bit of time with this ball here. Needs to point his pass. And he's played it long towards Jamie Vardy. Romero picks it up back to Timo Horn. Vardy closed down quickly, but ball long and high towards Rondon. Morrison picks it up again through the middle. Drinkwater tackles him. Here's Jamie Vardy in the middle, back to Gökhan Inler. Into King, Drinkwater. I think the speed is slightly slower because of JNO's settings. For some reason he's got the games on really slow. Kind of explains to me now why his games take so long. But we've got a chance here with Mahrez. A penalty's been given. Lucas Romero has given it away. It's going to be Riyad Mahrez to take the penalty as well. 5 minutes before half time. Huge chance because this is going to be our first shot of the game. JNO's side, West Brom have been all over us. It's Riyad Mahrez. And it's straight at Timo Horn. It's absolutely shocking penalty. It's almost a photocopy of what he did Saturday in Leicester's game where I can't even remember who it was against, but it was a shocking penalty. And unfortunately, we've missed a huge chance to go 1-0 up there. Schmeichel here with the free kick, long towards Vardy. Johnny Evans stops it from going to Jamie Vardy. King into Drinkwater now. Vardy has got a bit of room in behind. It's a shocking ball now. West Brom could really break here. Pavon's pass wasn't brilliant, but at second attempt it's good. We've opened up here. Long ball towards Nathan Dyer, who's got loads of room. Can he use his pace? Long ball towards Vardy. Evans stops it again. Wes Morgan up to Dyer, who needs to pass it off, or is he going to go alone? Back to Inler, into King. This is good passage of play. Drinkwater here with a chance. Good long ball towards Ricky Alvarez. Left it and found Schlupp instead. Good ball towards Dyer. And it's 1-0. And we've got the lead here. Just over 20 minutes to go. And Nathan Dyer has given us the lead. The substitute have literally brought me on about 2 minutes ago for Riyad Mahrez. Long ball came in here. Alvarez. And Schlupp put a fantastic ball in towards the back post, heads it into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 up here. Go on, it looks like to maybe a 4-3-3 now, JNO's side. Is Darren Fletcher, though, knocks it back to Jonas Olsen. Pavon gets there before Simpson, our right back. Lambert now in towards Morrison. Just got to hope we don't concede here. Mauro Zarate scores for West Brom, and it's a huge kick in the teeth. Big chance for us to get our first 3 points in the league here. And Mauro Zarate has shoved it in at the near post. Not too happy with that. They're playing good football there. James Morrison linked up with Mauro Zarate, who slotted it past our goalkeeper there, Kasper Schmeichel. He's Gamboa again. Hopefully we don't bottle this. Been 1-0 up for a good amount of time. Hate to lose another 1-0 lead such as what we did in the last game. Here's Gamboa. He's a good ball in as well, and it is 2-1. And Pavon scored here. I don't know what JNO's done, but it's worked. Christian Pavon has made it 2-1. And now we've gone from having a huge win to looking around and don't know where we can pick ourselves up from this. Dyer wins it back. Long ball here. Olsen collects. Where's Morgan? Jamie Vardy. Can he find Dyer? Kante picks it back up. Shocking challenge from Darren Fletcher. Went straight through the back of him. And there it is. Full time. West Brom have got the victory over us today. A bit of drama towards the end. But we have bottled a 1-0 lead. we weren't great. We need to find something. Missed an early penalty as well, and unfortunately we have dropped more points. We've got to go and see now if we can pick ourselves up from this. So for the final game of my episode, I've changed the formation slightly, gone with a 4-2-4 or 4-2-2. Starting Schmeichel in goal, Schlupp, Balanta, Morgan and Simpson across the back. Obviously Delate or whatever, he's still suspended, so Morgan's still in there. Inler and Kante is the two central midfielders. Alvarez and Mahrez on the wings, and starting Kramaric up top with Jamie Vardy. Everton starting a 4-2-3-1. Howard, Baines, Funes Mori, Jagielka Stones, Gibson, Barry, Pienaar, Naismith, Morales, and obviously Romelu Lukaku up top. So it's half time. So far, so good. Doing exactly what the change of formation I wanted it to do, really. A lot more attacking. I'll show you the stats really quickly now. As you can see, Everton have just had one shot and we've had 7, so it's working really well. Hopefully we can grab a goal though, get a huge victory against an Everton side who are doing pretty well in the league. It's Mahrez on the left hand side, great ball in, and Wes Morgan gives us a lead with a bullet header. His second goal of the season. Wes Morgan, who I've actually tried to sell on. He wasn't impressed at all as I tried to force him out of the club, in his words. But he's come in and he's made a real impact there. Fantastic header at the back post. We're really good at crosses. Is one of our main sources of goals at the moment. Kramaric has taken a huge knock, so he'll be coming off shortly probably. But a huge lead here against a very decent Everton side. There's Wes Morgan with the free kick here, up to Simpson on the right hand side. Into Kante. Bit of room for Dyer on the right. Back out to Simpson. To Dyer, does well. Can he whip one in? He can. Towards Schlupp. Inler. Into Kante. Great football. Vardy. And Fuchs, the left back, has made it 2-0. Get in there. Christian Fuchs' first Leicester goal. We're 2-0 up now. This is great football. Gökhan Inler found Kante to Vardy, who's unfortunate. Great save from Howard. And Fuchs, the left back, has put it into the back of the net. Here's Kante. Simpson with another decent ball in. Only as far as Kante again. Is he going to hit one? No. Fuchs, the goal scorer of the second, does well. Mahrez forces a very good save from Tim Howard there. We've got a corner though. Can we do anything off this? With 20 minutes to go. Riyad Mahrez with the ball in. Fuchs there just wide. Another corner as well here. Mahrez, ball in. Fuchs again just over the bar. Another corner. Keeping that pressure on. Riyad Mahrez, ball in. Balanta straight into the arms of Tim Howard this time though. There we go. What a victory. We've beaten Everton 2-0. We really took the game to them. And a change of formation definitely did the trick. Hopefully this is the formation we can use going forward now. I'm going to check all the other sort of results as it stands. I'm going to recap everything what sort of happened. So, of course, we had Everton. We've just beaten them. And I'm going to end this episode by looking over. We've got 2 wins, 2 losses. So not a bad start. A bit mixed. Obviously, West Ham started the episode. Fantastic result. Lost to Palace. Probably the 10 men and the huge fitness was the aspect of that. Lost, obviously, to West Brom, J&O's side. Just weren't, we bottled a 1-0 lead. Weren't brilliant. Obviously, missed a penalty as well. But we've beaten Everton now as well. What I'm going to quickly do is show you guys how the other teams did in the last couple of games too. Obviously, got Stoke, who's managed by Kurt. He beat Southampton 1-0. And J&O drew to Arsenal 1-1. And then Joe lost 3-2 to Watford. Whilst Kurt won again. He beat Villa 2-0. And obviously, J&O beat me. And now we're going to quickly check the latest scores. And another win for Kurt. 3 out of 3. He's beaten Liverpool 3-2 there. Huge result there. Joe got smashed 4-1 to Norwich. And as it stands, second half, J&O always seems to be last with these games. He's drawing 0-0 with my old team who sacked me. Swansea City. The live league table as it stands, this is what it'll look like. We've moved up to 14th ahead of Joe. And in 19 points, not too bad at all. And West Brom J&O doing very, very well. Only 3 points off a possible Europa League spot. He's doing fantastically. We're in the 16th of December now. Quickly look at our games for the next episode as well. We've got Sunderland, City and Spurs. So very, very tough. For the episode after that, we played Kurt. So it's a big game there. So we're going to move on to the call now, where we just discuss what's happened in our own episodes. I'm probably going to host that. If not, you'll know anyway. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. You can follow me on my Twitter, which is @DaveAsAPartyFM. But until next time, hope you look after yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. What's going on, people? This is Dave. I'm back with the final chat for this long and probably exciting, action-packed episode. Obviously, it started off with myself getting sacked, and we're going to go straight into the action. I'll start off with myself. Obviously got sacked. Started off as a Leicester City boss. Had a West Ham cup tie, which took us to extra time, but we got a big victory in the end there. Then we played Joe, which was an interesting game. I took the lead there. And we got a red card and bottled it, losing 3-1. But to be fair, his subs worked wonders. Kabay scored an absolute screamer as well from a free kick. So I can't take that away from him. And then we played J&O, where similar sort of thing happened. Bottled the penalty. Still took the lead, though, with the substitute. And the J&O side obviously came back and got the victory in the end. And then changed the formation. Wanted to go with 2 strikers instead of the one which I've been playing for the rest of the episode. And it worked wonders against an Everton side I thought we'd struggle against. They couldn't get a look in all game. We ended up winning that one 2-0. So we'll start off with you, Kurt, because I know you had a good episode anyway. So how did it go overall?
Oh, I had a fantastic episode. Thank you for asking. Basically, started off, knowing that if I lost again, that would mean I have only won 1 game in my 11 games or something like that. So that wouldn't be good. And I had basically 1 chance in that game, and I scored, and I won 1-0. Then I moved on. That was against Southampton. I got Aston Villa in my next game, and I thought, oh, a nice tasty home game. Should be easy 3 points, and it was. I had another 2 shots in that game and scored another 2 goals. It seemed as there was another boring game. Then I felt, I've had my 3 wins on the trot. I'm going to Liverpool. I'll just try and grind out a win, and somehow I did. I mean, I went ahead with Afellay, and then I did. I as a partied myself and bottled it in the second half. However, luckily, I undone it with fantastic work from Ibrahim Afellay, who is storming away with things at the moment, and Joselu, who is again storming away with things. I mean, Afellay's on 8 goals and 5 assists with 2 man of the matches so far this season. So overall, well, I couldn't have really had a better episode unless I scored more goals and conceded less, but I'll take it.
That's good. Jano, what about yourself?
It was one of those episodes where nothing felt like it was going right, but the players showed a lot of character in every single game. The Arsenal game, we got outplayed, but my defence just kept plugging away, and Timo Horn, who I brought back in, just kept making save after save, and we managed to somehow get a draw out of that game, which I just don't know how we did it, but the defensive performance was amazing. Then we had the game against Dave, and to be honest, first half, we pretty much dominated you, and I thought, this is the way it's going to go. Great. We're going to get a goal at some point, and we'll win the game. Then there was that penalty. I was like, this is the first time he's been in my box, and he's gone and won a penalty. Then I saw Mahrez step up, and I was like, it's fine. It's Mahrez. It's not going to go in.
Absolutely shocking.
Then the second half, you started to come back into the game, and I could see it happening. And then the goal came, and I was just like, crap. If we'd just taken some of our chances first half, this probably wouldn't be happening. I probably panicked and changed all 3 of my forward players, and it worked. I had changed to a different style. I think I went counter-attack. I thought, he's coming on to me. I'll just try and catch him on the counter. And we managed to get 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. And then against Swansea, you built a good side there, Dave, to be honest. I was getting dominated first half, and then I had to change tactics again, and fortunately we shored things up and managed to get a 0-0 draw. But I love the character that my players are showing. It wasn't the best performances in every game, but they kept battling, and we managed to get 5 points out of 9.
He said you built up a strong side. It's a shame that every player seemed to hate you.
I know, that's what he said on the press conference as well. I don't know why. I think it's probably because of the sale of Sigurdsson, but I don't know, the morale there was always crap anyway since it started. But it's crazy how J&O was, at the start of the series, a player we thought was going to really struggle, and then it took a little bit of time for those new signings to come in, and now he's a force to be reckoned with in the league anyway.
New signings, Calorie was awful against you.
Oh, you
Like,
missed a few sixes.
every touch was poor. Every shot was poor. I, I just don't know what to do with him now.
Joe, we're going to finish off with you now anyway. How did it go for you?
Alright, before I start this, can someone please get the violin out? Because I'm going to need it. I think I'm going to get the sack in the next 3 games. Yeah, 3 games. So, I started off, high on confidence. I've got a Capital One Cup quarter-final game against Chelsea, no big team, not a big team. I lost 2-0, so we won't talk about that one. I then got invited to a Vardy party. Vardy, of course, he pulled in this party and scored first. But after that, after a while, after Vardy got in a fight and lost one of his mates, police took him away, I actually came into the game again and I scored 3 goals and actually won a game. That was my first win in 8 or 9 games. That's fantastic. Then we won't speak about the last 2 games because I threw away a 2-1 lead against Watford and, well, I just lost 4-1 to bottom of the league. So, yep.
Next episode, I guess we're going to do another 3 games. I know for me, I've got Sunderland, City, Man City, that is, and Spurs. Probably 3 points out there I'd be very happy with. Obviously, any more I'd be ecstatic with. But Kurt, who else have you got in the next episode?
I've got an away game against Mitrovic, which is something that I'm fearing because I just feel like I'm going to get dominated, and if I don't, then I will put my goalkeeper up front just to make sure Mitrovic wins against me. And then I've got Manchester United and Arsenal at home. So like you, I'm probably hoping for 3 points, although away against Newcastle isn't an easy game. So I'm just hoping to get any points, really.
Jano, what about you?
I have no idea who I'm facing. My nerves were shot after 3 games. I just shut the game down.
Always
I was like, I'm
happens.
done.
You've got Norwich away, then Watford at home, and then a big game to potentially sack Crystal Palace boss Joe Palmer.
That could be 9 points there for you.
I don't know who Joe Palmer is. It's actually the Melsianak in Hesbon.
Oh, sorry, the Melsianak in Hesbon.
I'll be honest, it would be like pretty sweet comeback there if I can get Joe sacked after that start to this series where he just annihilated me. So yeah, I'm hoping for 9 points.
Do you mean the 5-0 loss?
Yes.
Oh, God,
okay, sorry.
JNO. JNO.
Yeah.
I forgot totally about
That's never going to leave me, even despite the fact I'm 8th.
it. Yeah. And Joe, obviously we know you've got West Brom in one of your games. What about your other 2 games?
I've got West Ham away, so I'm probably going to lose that. I've got Everton away, so I'm probably going to lose that. And I've also got West Brom away, so
3 away
I've actually got
games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away games in a row.
Whoa, that's
Bloody
sketchy.
hell.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
I'm pretty fucked, to say the least.
So I'm going to call it quits now on the episode. Obviously, we know what's going to be happening next episode, and we had an action-packed and kind of fun and interesting episode. Finally, we're back anyway with the mid-table clash. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you drop a like down below on all the videos. Subscribe to all our channels as well. All the links to the other guys are going to be in my description at least. And I'll see all you guys next time anyway. If you guys want to say bye too.
Spoiler alert, Dave's getting sacked again next episode.
Oh yeah.
See you guys later.
Bye.